glad that you said something, Dan. Because I got two more. Would you rather than folks will go ahead and call it quits. But
let's do it.
Your Knicks. Your Knicks.
My Knicks.
We're gonna give them a run at this Hawks team. How you feeling? Out of 4 games, 2-2 split, or is it going 3-1 Hawks, 3-1 Knicks? Which one you feeling?
So in my rankings, I have the Hawks as an 8 seed and us as a 9 seed. Only reason I have it that way is because I have Toronto, Boston, Philly, and Brooklyn all in like the top 6 or 7, and we're the 5th team in the Atlantic Division. So naturally, we play each of those teams 4 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, and then the South Division has Orlando and Charlotte and Washington. So naturally, the Hawks are going to win games because their division is trash, right? I think if you match us up against them, we actually have some good similarities.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll beat them. And they have a low depth as well, but I think we'll beat them.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think we'll beat them. So I'll give us 3-1.
3-1. That's interesting.
3-1.
That's very interesting. This might be the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that we actually differ. That's crazy. It's not going to be a sweep. I think that would be completely disrespectful on anybody's part. 3-1. I can see one of those games is going to be a tough win, though. I got to go Hawks. The reason why, for me, I don't have the confidence in RJ Barrett right now. I have confidence that he'll continue to develop, but for me, he has to be y'all's number 1, and he's not that yet. The Hawks, I've seen DeJounte Murray work well with the rest of the team. I know Brunson works well also for the Knicks.
We've been
a little bit older though. Like he understands the game a little bit more than I think RJ Barrett does. So I think from a timing perspective, I think you guys lose because of that. Now your depth might actually keep you in. Maybe Julius Randle goes off. Jalen Brunson can get a little saucy. Still got to look at someone like a Trae Young over here too. I think he still is the best player in this series. You also got DeJounte Murray. He might cancel out with Brunson. I don't know how that shakes out. That'll be an interesting conversation, Brunson versus Murray, because I like Brunson. I like the leadership he brings. Murray does similar things as well. Might be a better defender, though. I'd entertain a Brunson conversation. It's a closer matchup than what the 3-1 would show. I think having the Knicks at 9.
I do want to ask you this.
What's up?
No, do you? Because that's a small backcourt, bro. You don't have any trepidations about that? A 5'11" point guard and a 6'1" point guard, or 6'3", I'm sorry.
I think
Murray,
like
you're not worried about that small backcourt?
And like it's a little bit of a worry. It's a little bit of a worry. But DeJounte Murray also, like, 1, we got small ball. Then 2, DeJounte Murray is an elite defender. Like, he's lanky, so he can guard the 2s and the 3s. You also still have a DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, and Capella.
Right.
So, like, and I have other wings to bring off the bench, too, if I need to. So, from that factor, I'm not as worried. Also, the other teams have to guard him as well, too. So, if Trae Young's the best player, a lot of the time, it's going to be like his value. He's going to remain on the court, and he is still one of the better players in the NBA. So, it's like because of that, the trepidation's there, but I've also seen where, like, they've been able to kind of get over that, and they lost Herter.
Oh, that's fair.
For a defensive-minded player. So that's the reason why I do have some comfort. But there is a little bit of a trepidation there, though. There is a little bit of a trepidation there, though.
And then lastly, my point with the Knicks is kind of goes back to me saying they're a top 3 team from top to bottom as far as their depth. I know you say you don't trust RJ Barrett as much, which is completely fair. But what I do trust is that in those times where the starters aren't on the court, I trust Emmanuel Quickly. I trust Grimes. I trust McBride. I trust Obi Toppin. I trust all those guys we have on the bench, Derrick Rose, to come in and freaking dominate the second unit to give us those leads, right? To keep games either close for us or to hold things down for us. And most teams don't have that depth to keep up with our depth. So when I say I believe in us a lot this year, it's mainly because of our strength in numbers. And I think that matters a lot.
I think it does too. But I can't sleep on what the Hawks have as well. Because, again, we got a point guard in Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, right? I like Quickly. And y'all still got D. Rose rotting on the bench or rotting on that team. Like, let him go, please. Like, let him
bro,
come over to my squad.
Good and got hurt. No, man, we love D Rose, bro. Chill
let
out.
Him come over to my team, please. I'd appreciate it. D Rose, if you're listening, come on over to the Lakers, baby. Come on over to the Lakers.
We'll take.
But y'all got some depth at the point guard spot.
Yep.
I like this Hawks team because they literally have 2 point guards boasting, and DeJounte Murray can play that 2 guard. So now, if I need to sit Trae Young, I have someone who can still run my team. And then when I need to sit DeJounte Murray, I can bring in Trae Young. So it's like I'm gonna have 2 all-star caliber guards going at a first or second unit all throughout the game, and they love to score and play make. And then one of them bad boys pulls from half court. The other one loves to strap from full court. Like it's a beautiful dynamic in theory that could work out. So I hear you on like you guys are deep. I think that's how the Hawks kind of get over that sort of situation. And I don't want to sleep on Aaron Holiday too much too, because remember his brother is Drew Holiday. So I got to
Justin Holiday.
Yeah, so I got to assume, and I got Justin too. So I got to assume that they can at least do a little something, not be anything elite, but like, can you battle quickly? I think so. Like, I think they'll be okay. But I do hear you though. And it's not egregious to say that 3-1 Knicks team or that 3-1 lead is going to go to the Knicks. Because like I said, that one of those games are going to be a close win in this 3-1. So that's how I'm looking at it. Now, the final one.
Mitchell Robinson is the Defensive Player of the Year candidate for me.
You said
for sure. Mitchell Robinson is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for me for sure. So I think he's going to disrupt so many things.
Because I remember I was talking about him at one point in time, and I think he's had a few injuries. I haven't seen anything. I also haven't studied him as much, so I'll give him a little more look-see and see what I like out of him. But I wouldn't just because I'm not. I want to look more at him. So, but he has capabilities similar to a Jared Allen, a Rudy Gobert. Like you see. That's the template that he would follow, if you will. So we'll see how that shakes. There is a possibility. I just don't know how great that possibility is yet, personally.